Emerson. Hello, my friend.
Hey,
How are you?
what's up, Katie? I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you. Part of the LMG fam right here. We have Beaux Emerson. We just combined our groups in about the last month, so I'm just getting to learn about Beaux and his bow tie fam. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining this interview because I do want to hear so much more. I've only had a little bit of taste about, regarding your projects and your work and how you're super creative. So I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to be able to chat with you today and learn a little bit more about you, and obviously have my antisocial butterflies learn about you.
Right.
So welcome to my show.
Thank you. Thank you for
You're
having me.
welcome.
I'm excited to be here. Like you said, part of the LNG family. And yeah, it's been a good ride. I'm very happy to be a part of that group and other creatives such as yourself. Um, I've grown and I think I've been with the LNG family since May. So, I mean, leaps and bounds. And then kind of getting to see everybody's content and your show and people's podcasts and just all the creative energy. I am loving it. And it's kind of pushed me to take my step further.
Excellent. Yes. So thank you for always supporting me too, just in this brief time that we've known each other. I really appreciate it. So it's not about me though. It's about you. So if you don't
That's about me.
mind, it's all about you tonight. So, or
Okay.
today, because this airs during the daytime, but we're recording this at night. So, Beaux, tell us about yourself and all of the wonderful projects that you've done in the past, because I read your resume and it's pretty impressive. And I want to hear about what you're currently working on as well.
Sure. So what's up, everybody? Again, I'm Beaux Emerson, and I am an actor, singer, songwriter, performer, based out of the tri-state, from Philly, born and raised, but I live in Jersey right now, and I just believe in storytelling, through acting, through singing, through script writing, and also I believe in, nurturing talent that's coming behind me, and helping people see the best in themselves. And my shirt says, don't quit, do it. And so that's a message that I try to, no matter how old you are, young or old, it's never too late to follow your dreams. So, been working on a few projects. As you said, I just finished my very first EP called Casual Luxury, which is going to be out in September, which is ironically right around the corner. Summer's flown by so fast.
It's so crazy. I'm like, we're already halfway through August right now. I don't even know where this month went. So when you say September, it seems so far away, and it's really not. It's right
only a few weeks.
Yes. Yes. And I'm like, we got to start busting out the fall clothes, and the sun is already going down earlier now. Times are changing.
But I like spring and fall. Those are probably the best two times of the year for me, because sometimes it gets so hot that you can't really walk around naked. I mean, you can in some areas, but I do. And in wintertime, it's too cold and you get hot with everything on. But spring and best times of the year. But yeah, so Casual Luxury will be out in September. The first song off of that I wrote was called Better, and I released that back in April. And then I just released a song called Mondays back, I think 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And that song in particular has been getting a lot of attention because Mondays, everybody does not like Monday. Weekend goes by so fast, and it's like, oh my God, it's Monday again. So it's a really R&B, kind of has a beat to it, more like you're reminiscent of like a late 90s neo soul, pop edge to it. So, yeah.
So do you personally hate Mondays, or are you just trying to connect with your listeners? Because it's hard to do a song that you're like, everybody hates it, but you low-key love it. So I need to know.
Listen, I'm not a fan of Mondays. I like my weekends. I like, if I had it my way, I think the week should start on Tuesday. I think people should have off Sunday, Monday, and just work Tuesday through Friday, or have a half day Saturday or whatever. Monday is just like,
it's just not for you. You're
It's
not
not.
built for Mondays, and Mondays are
I'm
not
not
built
built
for
for
you.
money. I can make a good song about it, but the actual day,
See,
that's something to my spirit.
yeah, that's where your inspiration came from, though, because you're just like, everybody talks about what they love, but there's also things that you can hate. So I think that's actually really good that you're like, oh, I dread every Monday logging on, doing work from home, all this
Yeah,
stuff. And you're like, really hate this day. Let me write a
yeah,
song about it. Let me sing a song about it.
exactly. Well, the lyric is, the first few words are waking up Monday morning always seems so hard to do after these 72 hours. Literally, waking up Monday morning, it's what you did Sunday, whether it was, thank God sports are back, but I mean, you're watching sports and out with your friends, girlfriend, whatever, having a good time over the weekend, and it's like, well, I got
Oh,
to
wait,
do
you
such
just
and
cut
such.
out quickly. What did you
Oh,
say? You were
oh,
like, oh, out with your girlfriend, and then it
yeah,
cut out.
out with your girlfriend or your friends or whatever on a Sunday, and here comes boom, Monday morning, alarm clock, got to get up.
And that depression sets in.
Here we go again, another month.
Yes. So you have that project launching in just a few weeks,
Yeah,
but that's not the only creative thing you do. You're an
it is not.
actor. I've seen
Yes.
your videos on Instagram. You're in your acting classes. You've been posting a lot about that. So, which started first? It's like the chicken and the egg. Which started first, singing
Mm.
and songwriting or acting?
Well, if you ask my great grandmother, she would probably say acting, although I was trying to sing. Um, my family used to yell at me, not yell, but they would be like, "Oh, will you please stop that hollering?" And this is me at like 4 or 5. What is he trying to sing? What is he trying to sing? And I'd be trying to sing like, your Boyz II Men songs and at the top of my lungs and stuff. And my great grandmother would say, "Let that boy alone. He might grow into something. He might be able to sing one day." And they'd be like, "No, we don't think he's gonna be able to sing, mommy." But I can sing. I've worked hard at it. But
You proved them wrong. I'm
yeah,
happy.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. See, don't quit. Do it. And then I think the acting part, when I used to get suspended in daycare and in early elementary school, and part of my punishment was my other grandmother would make me in the corner where the television was and watch horrible soap operas. So I couldn't really tell you which one started first, but uh, I grew to love acting when I auditioned out of the blue for off-Broadway version of The Color Purple 2 years ago, maybe 5, 6 years ago, and I got the role of Harpo. It was my first like big role, and my director put me aside and said, "You can sing, you can really sing, but I want you to really think about acting too, if not equally, maybe as a first choice." And then the light bulb kind of was just like, oh, I get to be other people. I get to tell stories of human experience, and I get to step into someone else's life. And when someone sees whatever role I'm in, they can see part of themselves, or they can learn something new about themselves. It's like, okay, that's what I want to do. So that kind of Color Purple off Broadway started everything. And then I've done short films, a TV series called Broadway that is in production now, starting next year. So I'm just feet to the fire and just really, really going for it. Kind of like the president.
Good for you. No, and I just love the fact of, you had mentioned, and we just spoke about it quickly, but you working from home. So I think with quarantine and not really being able to go out, you're still super creative in this moment where people may have that creative block and they're like, oh, I can't do it. I'm stuck at home and I'm not finding inspiration. You've gone full force. You're in an acting class right now. You are like super, super talented. You're posting stuff. You're really building your craft in that, but also you're working on these projects such as your EP.
Yeah.
So I think it's fantastic that you really are making the most of your time and utilizing it. But I will say I saw those modeling photos too. So you're not just a singer and an actor. I was like, look at you, all like working out. I was like, I need a tip or two from Beaux over here. Come on now, I'm trying to look that good.
Listen, you are beautiful
Thank
anyway.
you. Thank you.
I think one thing that this Corona quarantine stuff has really helped me, I should say, is that time waits for nobody, and that your life could be gone. That and why not give it your best shot? People are going to talk about you whether you're doing the right thing, the wrong thing, living your dream, not living your dream. Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And
Do
then I
it.
think
Read your shirt. Do it.
exactly. I think one of my issues was I remember when I first started the process of recording Casual Luxury, my producer said I was then there doing the one song and I couldn't sing for whatever reason. I couldn't get the line out correctly. And it was because on the other side they were taping the podcast. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my God, if I crack, I don't want them to laugh at me. I don't want them to hear me mess up. And he was like, dude, you can sing. Like, you really can sing. And like, all you're doing is trying to capture the best performance of the song. So if you mess up, who cares? And I'm just like, oh, they don't care. They're doing their podcast. They don't care.
And they're focusing on not messing up their podcast just as much as you're focusing on
They're not
like,
worried about me.
Right. And you're just like, I don't want to hit that like puberty note where your voice is you're like, oh shit, I gotta do the whole song over again, or like the whole chorus or bridge or whatever. You're like, give me some water, give me some tea over here. No, but that's what it is. And it's like we get in our own heads sometimes and we're just super like self-doubting of ourselves.
Yes.
And it's like, no, just roll with it. And we were also talking right before we started recording, but just to be natural, and who cares if you mess up, and that just shows your authenticity and how everybody's just so different and everybody's so human. So whatever work that we do, be a human. Just it's nice to just have that element of being able to relate to somebody through their work and all of that. So all right, so we talked a little bit about your being a natural born talent, or like at an early age, but I want to ask, like, who was your biggest inspiration, or what was your biggest inspiration? And I know it's not just the soap operas, so I know you have probably something.
God no. I think I can remember watching award shows, like Soul Train Awards, American Music Awards, and stuff, and seeing the artists like Luther Vandross, Whitney Houston, Maxwell's and stuff. They would sing just like the record, but then there were moments where they would give you something that was unexpected, and it would be, they would sing the line a different way that's not on the record, and you'd be like, oh my God, like I'm getting goosebumps because they phrased it a different way, or they did a high note here, or did a vocal show here, or Brandy does a harmony here, and it's just like wow, and the way that people are affected by that, and then to have artists back in the day where they were so talented, so had worked so hard for their crafts that they can stand next to each other, absent of their ego, and sing songs on the spot, in key, in the right time, and the crowds would go crazy. And I thought,
and that's the moment that you want to capture, and to deliver your passion, your craft, all of that to whoever is listening or watching, whatever stage that you're on, whether it's acting or if it's singing, but to be able to capture somebody and be like, he's so different, he's a breath of fresh air, he's something so unique, and to be really captivated, because there's always, no matter where you go, no matter what decade you're in, there's always going to be aspiring singers, aspiring actors. And I love the fact that people are really trying to put themselves out there, but I will say not everybody has that talent. And I'm not trying to knock their talent whatsoever, but to get to that next level and really be recognized. So I think having that, because it's not hard, like it's not easy, I should say, it's definitely hard, but to be able to go on stage and sing live and hit every note
Mhm.
100% in front of an audience of like, 10,000 if you're at an award show or even more, at like the Staples Center, how many
Mhm.
people can be held in there? 50 to 100,000. Like, I don't even know how many. And to be able to, like, really showcase your own talent in live time with no auto
Mhm.
tune, no editing. That's huge.
Exactly.
That is
Exactly.
huge. I could
Exactly.
never do that. And I actually spoke about this in like a way back like interview, but I'm like, I would never like go on stage. I don't do karaoke. Like, I'll sing in my car, I'll sing at
uh,
work, I'll sing in the bedroom, it doesn't matter. I'm like, I don't think I could do karaoke. Like, cause I
really?
would just, yeah, it's just, so I do. Okay.
That's
So I will,
fun.
all right. So let's rewind that for 1 second. The
Okay.
only song that I said that I would ever participate in doing karaoke.
Britney Spears.
No, hell no. No, no,
Oh.
no, no. But thank you for that. No, you're never gonna guess, and you're gonna be like, what? Wu-Tang Triumph. Okay? I was like, that is my song
Okay.
that if I were to
Okay.
ever do karaoke, that would be it. I could
So when
never get,
Corona's over,
yeah, I'm like,
um,
yeah, okay, so yeah, I'll be coming to Jersey. We're gonna hit up a karaoke bar.
yes.
You're gonna be like, who is this little white girl trying to sing Wu-Tang? And then you're gonna come out and you're gonna actually have the talent, and you're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, what? Who's that really handsome dude that actually can sing? We don't know about this girl. Kick her off stage.
It's gonna be about you.
But it's gonna
Nope.
be fun, regardless. It is gonna be fun. It is gonna be fun.
That's great.
So yeah, I mean, last year for my friend's birthday, we ended up going out, and so we have like 3 little best friends, whatever. And he's like, you gotta come on stage. And like the 3 of us were like kind of singing. I'm like, I can't get into this. And like I totally was, but I was
Yeah.
like, hey, if it's a rap song, I'm singing the rap part, and he was like singing the girly chorus part. I'm like, that's the only way this is gonna happen. But like, I could never physically go up there myself and do it. But if the opportunity presents itself, I guess I have to now.
Now, see, for me, I used to have stage fright really, really bad. And I remember the first big solo I had was in church. I was 12, and I was singing the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. And it was like he had hit like boom. And puberty and being nervous, I literally was just like shaking so bad. And my voice was low, and it went high, and it went in the middle, and it went down. And that was one of the worst experiences I had. But my church family was like, oh, it's okay, poor baby. You'll get it next time. Keep working at it. It's all right. And fast forward, I'm doing, plays and stuff like that. And once I did The Color Purple and things like that, the nerves are still there slightly, but I'm confident enough because I've trained and I've studied and I've made the mistake. And now it's just like, listen, here it is.
Yeah.
I got my first paid singing gig was on the Spirit of Philadelphia, and that was singing for 400 people minimum, twice a day. Sometimes I forgot the lyrics. Sometimes I messed up a note. It was a good training ground to get the nerves out, to be able to handle that energy. And so now it doesn't bother. It doesn't bother me. I can channel the nervous energy that I do.
Good for you. I mean, even just to like record my show when I do the monologue part, it will forever be weird to me to talk to my phone or to my computer by myself. So it's like so funny. And I think there's always like that element, like no matter what it is, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be anxiety ridden. So I'm glad that you're able to like channel as much energy into your performance out of your body, literally, and throwing it on stage. But it just goes to show that you are still human and you actually are passionate about that, because if you have some, like even just a tiny ounce of anxiety before you hit the stage, that means that you are mindful of what you're going out to do and present, and that you want to perfect it and you want to make such like an incredible performance that you're like, oh, I got to nail this. I have to do this. And I just love that, because if you didn't have the energy and you're like, oh, just going to go out there, you're not, it's going to be a dud.
If I was singing to a backing, if I was singing, lip syncing, I wouldn't care.
Right. But when it's your actual voice, you're like, oh shit, I got to get this right. and I gotta get it right
Right.
now. Go.
Yeah, yeah. No, no half stepping. Sound like old 90s kid.
No, can't do. Again, like Britney Spears, you brought her up. She is the master of lip syncing. Okay,
Her and
because
Milli Vanilli.
yes, absolutely. But also, I have to give her credit because she dances a lot. Like she is a full out
Oh
performer.
yeah,
So I don't
they're
know
different.
anybody that has a lung capacity, maybe besides like Chris Brown, but like that would be able to fully dance and sing like that.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
and
true.
Pink was like up doing her like, acrobatics
Acrobatics.
upside down and she's
Another
singing and I'm
another
like,
PA artist. Yes.
yeah. So I'm like, those, you know, that's why I appreciate, because I'm like, not every singer is meant to be a dancer and not every dancer is meant to be a singer. So when you have somebody that's multi-talented like that, they're a performer,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So, okay, I have a question though. You talked about so many different facets of your creative side. Are you a dancer?
I can dance, but I am not a dancer.
Okay. Have you ever
So if
taken
you give,
lessons?
I have, and then for doing the different stage shows and musicals and stuff, I had to learn. So I
Okay.
can, I can learn, but I'm not. I say I'm not a, natural dancer,
Okay.
great dancer. All that kind of stuff. But if you teach it to me, I can get it.
You're like, all right, I'm at a wedding. This dance floor is mine. I'm going to
Yeah.
set it up.
Only
Yep,
if it's
this is
the
all
Cupid
about me.
shuffle or the wobble.
Yeah. I was just talking to DJ 65 yesterday on the phone. We were just catching up. And I was like, oh, yeah, like you just DJ'd a wedding. I just saw that. And he's like, yeah, everybody was kind of slow to get out on the dance floor. But the moment I put the wobble on, everybody started getting out there. So I'm like, I feel like that's similar to you. You're like, oh, okay, now time to go. This is my moment to shine.
I know this one. Yep.
Yes.
I can do this.
Absolutely. All right, I have a totally random question for you. You know I've commented on your beard a few times because your beard game is like so strong, right? I'm like, look at that. If only I could. No, I'm just kidding. All right, but if you got like this amazing opportunity to act in like a new movie, you know, hopefully they'll start. Would you would you shave it off? Because that is time, that's dedication, that's grooming, that's so much work that you have put into that beard. Would you be willing to shave it off for the right role?
Ew. That's tough because I've had this for so long and I just got it to the point where it's not patchy at all and it's full. Shout out to Scotch Porter because I'm an ambassador because I've worked so hard on this beard. It's tough. You know what? It would depend on the role. It would, if it was something where it was a biopic of someone and they didn't have a beard, then I would. But if it was just the character, just clean shaven, just to be clean shaven, I don't know that I would.
Oh wait, you
Just a
just cut
small,
out,
small
which
part.
means that means no.
No.
You're like, no. All right. So, okay.
So
So I talked about like having the right role, but for the right pay, would you do it? If they were like, we're going to offer you $500,000 to just
it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah. It's gone.
As I even speak 3 lines and you're like, oh, no, $500,000. Bye.
I'm gone. Because they can, they have those, not the man weaves, they make beards now.
Yeah.
So, hey.
We could like literally like put a weave or like glue it onto your face until your real beard grows back.
Until it grows back.
Like, yes.
But I'm $500,000 richer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anybody that wants to see your baby face underneath there needs to come correct with that salary if they want you to be like a leading role or even the supporting role with 3 lines. But like they need to make sure that they pay you adequately if you're willing to shave that beard. So any scouts that are out there that may be watching this very small YouTube page and you want this handsome man in your movie, you know what has to happen. You have to pay him right. So that's so funny. All right, so that's good to know. All right, so we're gonna put $500,000 minimum, and that's it, nothing less.
No minimum.
So excellent. So you just mentioned that you're an ambassador, right, of Scotch Porter?
Yes.
Did you say?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you reach out to them, or did they reach out to you?
They reached out to me. I had posted some picture with my beard, and they DM'd me and said, "Hey, Beau, like we like your beard. Would you be interested in doing a pull-up challenge with Target?" And I said, "Okay." So, and that was supposed to actually be back in April, but then Corona had really, really kind of taken over, so they postponed it until like June. And then said, "Okay, we'll resume the campaign. We want you to be one of the first people to do it." So I did that challenge. They liked it. And then I went home, used the products. And I think I've been using the products for a week. So I said, "You know what, let me just make another video and tag them in it." Made another video, tagged them in it. And then it said, "We love this video. We like your Target, pull-up challenge. Would you like to be an ambassador?" Okay. Just send us, you like this video, we're going to take this video, you have to sign away your rights to that video or whatever, which is, that's fine, okay, you're paying me, all right.
Yeah.
And I'm getting beard products and face products and stuff. Keep this, nice beard that I worked years to get. I'm down.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
and it's opened up other doors. So.
Yeah, to maintain a beard like that. I mean, that's like when people go to the salon and get their hair colored every few weeks or get cut. Like, you need to maintain it. You need to brush it. You need to oil it. You need to do all of those things. And people are just like, "Oh yeah, it's just hair that grows up." No. If you're properly,
there's an art to it.
Yes, manscaping, even though that's used for another part of your body, but if you're properly manscaping your facial hair, you really need to invest in the products and put something on your face that you believe in. So that's amazing that you are able to speak about the product that they have. And
women like guys who take care of their skin. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, like guys that have a little bit of good upkeep, not necessarily that you have to be like super clean, but like a little effort goes a long way in your.
Yes, we need to keep up with the appearance and the overall hygiene. I mean, that's what women look for. If you have toenails that are super long or something, I'm like, there's the door. If your shoe size was 10.5 normally and now it's 12 because of no, bye. Like that's, I'm not on that time. I'm like, no, you need to go find the closest door and exit out of there immediately. So yes, no, hygiene, cleanliness, upkeep, maintenance, whatever term that you want to use, women greatly appreciate it. Like, all we ask is for people to, like, guys that we date to, like, shower frequently, wear deodorant, it's like very basic.
Not too much. Not too much to ask. It's pretty much, Health 101, I think, from high school.
But yet, guys still don't understand that at all.
Give us grace. That's why we think differently.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So thank you for being a promoter. And if somebody was self-doubting their hygiene, you have now reinforced it, that they actually need to listen to their 5th grade health teacher and take those words to heart and really take care of themselves.
It works. It works, and you feel better too. I mean, you look better, you feel better, and you do better.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I honestly have been blonde since 2002. I'm naturally a brunette. I mean, you can see how dark, like, naturally my hair, it is a little bit lighter over here now, but I've been a blonde since 2002, and when my roots start to grow it, I'm like, oh, I feel so gross. And then I go to the salon and I get it recolored. I'm like, I feel like an entirely different human. I feel like such a good, fresh version of myself. And it's just the upkeep now. And like during quarantine, I had all different hair colors. I had pink, purple, teal, green.
Oh, you experimenting.
Yes, because that's the only time.
Nobody's gonna see you.
Yes, because I can't do that for work. So I'm like, oh, if we're gonna be out, like, let me just have fun with it. And my hair was still
Yeah.
blonde. Well, the green would not let go out of my hair. So I went to the salon and my stylist was like, Katie, what the hell did you do to your hair? I'm like, sorry. So we had to dye it back brown. And then she's like, oh, come back in a couple days and we'll put the blonde back in. I'm like, no, like, let me just rock being brunette for a while. It's been almost 2 decades, you know? And I was like, I actually like it. Let me just like stick to this realm for a bit, you know, but it's like, you know, it's maintenance because my hair grows pretty fast. So like every 5 or 6 weeks, I'm paying a few $100s to be in the salon just to like upkeep. It's expensive. And for who was I doing that for? I don't know, me, but like, nobody gives a shit if I'm blonde or not, whatever. So now, do you trim your beard yourself or do you have a barber that takes care of it? Because I know some people are like super like particular about who.
I do know men in my family know how to cut hair. I know how to cut hair. I just only cut my own if I need to. It takes too long for me to do it. My beard, I shape up in between barbers. So I know people that go to the barber every week. I'll get the good cut, everything, and then in between, more hair is growing or whatever, I can go in, shape up the mirror, line it back up or whatever, and then I'm good until my next. I
Okay.
don't mind it.
I don't know how this conversation took such an in-depth turn about personal hygiene and your beard. I'm like, I really want to just talk about your talent, but I'm just like, what the people out there must know. Like, we need to know about this beard. Because I also will say, underneath that hat, you have a very good head of hair. You know, and you don't have to take your hat off and like flex really hard for these people. Yeah, you don't have to flex that hard on this show, okay? But like, anybody can go to your Instagram and they can see your hair, but I'm just like, amazing. So that's also your real talent, is being able to grow nice hair.
I don't even know if I had to shave everything off. I don't even know if I'd like myself, or I'd have to be like locked in a room. I have not seen myself with beardless or a low haircut.
You wouldn't recognize yourself.
I wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
You'd be on like Suicide
I like the grown
Watch.
man aesthetic.
Yes. You'd be on Suicide Watch in a padded room. Yeah. You're like, I can't deal with it.
Yeah, I can't deal with this. I can't take this.
I'm so awful. Well, speaking of your social media, before I go any further, you know, and before we wrap up, where can people find you? Because I'm sitting here, I'm talking about your, you know, your brand ambassador, talent, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. But like, where can people find you and go and support you? Because they need to know about you. Obviously, they're watching this whole ass interview, but we can't go without mentioning where you are and where they can follow you.
Of course. You can follow me at just Beaux Emerson, Beaux Emerson. My Instagram, my Twitter. I don't really use Facebook. Instagram and Twitter. Mainly Instagram is where you can find me.
Wait, I can't hear you.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. But yeah, just Beaux Emerson, Beaux Emerson, for both Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome.
On Facebook, but I don't use Facebook.
Okay. Sounds good. So they don't even have to go search for you there. That's fine. Instagram is really where it's at to see the pictures. And then if they really want to hear your thoughts, go check out Twitter. All right. My last question for you tonight, Beau. Tell me about the Bow Tie Fam. Because I love that name, and I'm always like so corny. I'm like, I love like, you know, kitschy little things and alliteration and all that stuff. So how did the Bow Tie Fam like come about? Obviously, it's a play on your name, but yeah, tell me about your fam that you got. Because you're part of the LMG fam, but I need to know about the Bow Tie Fam.
Oh, listen, the Bow Tie Fam. Shout out to all of the Bow Tie Fam. You are all amazing supporters. Literally, it was, I couldn't figure out if I wanted to say like Bow people or like Bowites and everything. It was just and I was always doing my daily IG morning inspirations, like, hey, what's up, beautiful people? How you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, well, beautiful people, bow, just one letter, X, add that in there. I like bow ties. Bow tie family, bow tie nation, bow tie fans, bow ties, bow tie. And then I was just like, all right, you guys are gonna be my bow tie fam, and then it stopped. And people for sure be like, I'm a bow tie, I'm a bow tie, oh, I'm a bow. So they're bow ties, but they're my family, so bow tie.
All right, so we need to come out with a special collection of bow ties with your face on it, or just your beard, even.
What, for just the beard?
Or no, bow.
Uh-oh.
We need to have a bow tie that you like press a button, like the try me buttons on like toy boxes.
Oh my gosh.
And it's going to be your new song.
One day.
Okay? You have a little bow tie, and then people could just like come up and press it, and then you start singing. And I was like, yes.
That's
I come up with the most random things. Yeah.
That's the new one. That's you get credit for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, I think we need to come up with special edition bow ties, and your bow tie fam will heavily invest in those because, I mean, who wouldn't? Right.
And also, I guess I can announce it here too. For in September, if you go to my IG account and follow me, or if you just pay attention, within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to announce a special sweepstakes for my bow tie family, and it's going to coincide with the release of Casual Luxury. So be out on the lookout for those details. Really good.
Wait, it just blanked out again. I don't know why we're having connection issues. So it's going to tie in with Casual Luxury, and that's all I heard. Okay.
Oh, so it's going to be a sweepstakes for all my bow ties to participate in, and I'm going to release details of that within the next 2 weeks. Maybe after my birthday. I'm a Leo, so my birthday's a week from today. Oh yeah.
Your birthday is 7 days from now, because I know that because we're Facebook friends and I saw it pop up.
I'm a left-handed Leo.
Oh my God, and today's National Left-Handed People Day. Not left-handed people, but left-handers day.
And we're 11% of the population, so we're very special. All you left-handed people out there.
So this is like all about you today. This whole month is about you. Don't tell my niece, because she'll actually get jealous. She's on the 23rd. Her birthday is the 23rd, and she's also a lefty. So if she watches this and knows that I dedicated this to you, she's gonna be.
I don't want her to get me. I don't want.
So I'm like, don't tell her. All right. Okay. One more question before we end this. Okay. It popped up in my head. So you mentioned your new project is called Casual Luxury, right? Luxury can be interpreted in many different ways, whether it's expensive pieces or, I don't want to give it away, but people define luxury in different ways. So how would you describe luxury in your own words?
Luxury is really just about having the freedom to do whatever you want when you want. Not really being tied down to any one thing. If you are single and you want to go out for a drink and meet up with people, you can do that. If you want to stay up all night and watch cartoons and eat cereal, you can do that. If you want to take your wife, girlfriend, or she wants to take a boyfriend, or want to get together and go out, really nothing tying you down to any one specific thing. It's a luxury. Something that everybody doesn't have, because people are married, people have kids, people have all of the above. People work a lot. Don't have the freedom to do a lot of things. Casual luxury. I want to throw on some gray sweatpants and a tee, go get pizza, go for a beer. Just having freedom.
Fed me at pizza. I'm like, that's the main food group for me, which is why the food pyramid is shaped like a triangle, right?
I'm weird with food, though. I only eat pepperoni pizza. That's it.
Have you ever tried
No,
Uh,
no, nope.
never green pepper and onion because that shit slaps.
Is it just green pepper and onion
Yeah,
with the
that's it.
cheese?
It's so good. But you have
I've
to get
had
it
pepperoni
fresh.
with green pepper.
Try green pepper and onion. Yeah, it's good. And I know because I'm an extremely picky eater, so I can relate to you on that.
I'm
And
very
also,
picky.
all right, I saw your thing of that you are a picky eater and you just tried caviar for the first time. How was it?
Yes.
Because I've never tried it.
Yo, whoa. All right. So I was at a birthday party and they're like, what is that? Oh, that's caviar. I'm like, well, really first time out the house. Why not? It's 2020. I'm picky, so let's step outside of my comfort zone. Hey, it tastes like the smell of fried fish. That's what it tastes like. If someone's frying fish in the background and you smell that smell, that's what caviar tastes like.
No.
I'm not doing it again. That was
one and done, right? You wouldn't do it
one
again.
and done.
Okay.
Not even for a half a mil. Not just.
You would shave your beard before you would try caviar again.
Yeah.
That means that's really serious.
Yeah. I'm so picky that I like avocados. Will not eat guacamole.
I know, I'm the same way. I am not supposed to eat tomatoes because they're too acidic, but I'm like, oh, I don't like tomatoes in their like natural state, but I'm like ketchup all day and marinara and spaghetti sauce. People are like, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, stop it. Like, don't question me on my food
Exactly.
choice. Yes.
Exactly.
So, all right. So before we end this, really this time though, let's recap. We have your new project, Casual Luxury, coming out. You like pepperoni pizza. You love gray sweatpants and maybe watching cartoons because you mentioned that. So that's something you probably do. Maybe not. And you're an actor and we're going to get you on stage one day and you would shave your beard for the right role and for at least $500,000.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. All right. That's what I think. Those are the main takeaways through all of the other stuff that we talked about. And we're going to go do karaoke. That's what it is.
Yes.
Awesome. Beaux, you have been so amazing. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I know, big virtual hugs.
Thank you. Thank you. Wait, I don't want to fall off the chair, though, because that would be a bad moment.
I know, right? Knowing me, my ring light would fall, my egg chair would tip over. I'm like, that's always like awkwardness that I provide on my end. So awesome. And then, yeah, maybe we'll touch base again later on this year once, you know, your music comes out and you gain a bigger following. And I'm like, oh my God, I knew him before. Like, he was super famous. And then you're going to have to come back and follow up and tell us what you're working on for 2021.
Oh, that you have full access. You are, I think I had a radio interview earlier in the year. You are like my first interview.
Oh, I feel so honored. Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, this is amazing.
I love everything.
I
can't wait. There's so much more in store.
No, and I love the collaborations that we're going to be doing. We can work together to all be successful together. This is not a competition. Like, we need each other to all, you know, thrive and survive and, you know, be a part of this industry life. So.
It's an ecosystem. It is. We really are an ecosystem. And, you know, in my head, I think of us, our LNG family, as like a different version of kind of like the Mickey Mouse Club.
I'm definitely Christina Aguilera. So
there you go. I mean,
you could be Justin Timberlake. That's fine.
Hey, listen. No. So, but yeah, I think there's such a good group of just talented, creative people, and it's just like it makes me want to be better at my craft. It makes me want to work harder, and I think that's something that's separating, or that's going to separate. People just talk about wanting stuff, really willing to do what it takes to put in work and time. And it's not about being famous or a household name, but it's about I'll speak for myself, about having a long career in this and being able to use my body of work, stage, on record or whatever, to influence younger people and even influence people who are my age and older, that anything is possible. You work hard, and you stick to who you are and be authentic, that anything is possible. Come hell or high water. So I'm so grateful to get to know you and to be have this interview. And I just look forward to where you're going to go. And I'm excited.
Thanks. No, we're in this together for sure. LMG fam for life. So I
Yeah,
appreciate
LMG.
you. All right. Well, we will see you soon. You got to tell us about your 2021 projects. All right, man?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you,
All right,
Katie. Bye,
take care. Of
guys.
course. Bye.